Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's Edelman's Patriots going up against Browns Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. They met here on the opening Thursday of 2015, and they're at it again here. The Steelers and Pats are underway. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, little 360. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Working from the gun, it's Brady. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Javon Hargrave. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Brady to throw on second down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Here's Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Brady now on 1st down. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So that'll back them up 5. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Now Brady. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
They'll run now with Burkhead. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground.
And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Tom Brady, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So they get in for the opening drive score, and they go for 2. They kept the kicker lonesome over there. They said, we don't need you this time.
Kickers? Who needs kickers for PATs?
Nice now.
We want them for field goals, not for PATs. They went for 2 and got it. It's a new tone setter for this team.
Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I know everyone wants that prototypical wide receiver, you know, the 6'3", 200-plus pound guy, like a Julio Jones and A.J. Green and Des Bryant. Antonio Brown just shatters that, doesn't he? Smaller in stature, but still able to use his quickness, his elusiveness, and his strength to create big plays. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. That is caught at the 7. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it, so they take just the 1 here, and that makes it an 8-7 game in the first. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Brady throwing on second down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. James Harrison coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown. Right side. And some room to roam now. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown, and Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic, and Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 20. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And they will line up now for the two-point try. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The runner-up New England Patriots offense back onto the field, and I wanted to get your thoughts on the offense for this crew as they go into 2018. How do they stack up, Charles?
Typically, New England, pretty darn stable. One of the goals going into the offseason was to try and hold on to running back Dion Lewis, because coupled with James White, that's a heck of a tandem. Of course, the big fella, Gronk. You know, you find him another all-pro year in 2017. And remember, before 2017 began, they picked up Brandon Cooks in a trade at wide receiver. That paid off in a big way. He had his third straight 1,000-yard season in the NFL. And then, of course, there's Danny Amendola, Chris Hogan, and they expect to get back Julian Edelman for all of 2018 coming off of a knee injury.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. New England on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. He's got a man complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, 75 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. So they're going to go for 2. Shotgun now for Brady. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On the counter, here's Bell. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Open man right side of Smith-Schuster, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Brady now on 1st down. And right side caught Hogan and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. To throw is Brady going underneath for Lewis. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Brady, throw left side complete. It's Lewis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On 1st down, Brady. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. It's the fullback taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Dancing to his left. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Flushed out right. Going deep here for Bryant. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, I think that's the way they'll go.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. First half in the books. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a first down carry by Bell. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Roethlisberger will throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. 2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. He can run for it, and he will. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1 yard line on a running play.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. So they're going to go for 2. Now Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. is well on now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Brady will try again on second down. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. New England on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down. Brady going to go on 4th down. And Allen's got it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing on first down is Brady. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan from 3 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in right there against the line before going out of bounds.
Such an incredibly graceful, athletic play, but also a lot of practice goes into it. They work on that to make sure that they learn how to train their...
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for two. They'll try to run it in with Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the fourth, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback right in the face of him.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. Charles, you think Big Ben is happy to have Antonio Brown on the other side of his passes?
You know he is, but he also expects it. And this is how their offense runs best. When those two get together, especially early, and continue to do it throughout the game, the end result is the one we're seeing right now. They're ahead on the board.
It has been early and often. Again, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Here's Roethlisberger. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, David Harris. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late, they're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and it's third and short.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Easy.
He's back to throw. That is incomplete.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for two and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the one and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you want an onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They're up by one. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. You know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up, no crazy plays, and they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory. A big game there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second down following the run. Roethlisberger going to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran James Harrison. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Yeah. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't